I'm a welder. I was welding on a crane mat that goes underneath the outriggers on the big old huge cranes. And this guy didn't weld it to the table right, and it came over on me. It messed me up pretty bad. It broke my pelvic in 5 places. It broke my femur. Actually, it was kind of like a little snap, and I'm still missing a chunk in it. But it broke my tibia, and I think it broke my heels. Dislocated my bladder. Ambulance came and got me. I went to Memorial Hermann. Then I came here about a month after.
We knew that we had a long road ahead of us with him, long recovery time, and because it's in an area that's really hard to get to, we had to deal with the fact that he had fractures, so there's always an external fixator that you have, and then multiple wounds that had grafts placed on his lower extremities.
The wound care here is phenomenal. The rehab here is phenomenal.
Basically, he was bedbound, unable to move, get out of bed, transfer on his own. Basically, we pretty much starting from scratch. He had to learn how to do everything over again.
If you want it, you got to get it. And you can never have a negative outlook on life. You have to have a positive outlook on life, because I think that's what makes you heal. But my wife was my biggest inspiration on the whole thing, because she came around every day. My 5-year-old, he's my inspiration too.
Every day we just wanted to set the bar up a little bit higher. If it's 5 minutes or 10 minutes at the edge of the bed, one day we'll shoot for 10 to 20 the next day. And it's always the goal is to get out of bed, move them around, wheelchair, standing, and then progressing and walking.
The rehab here got me walking before I left. And that was actually pretty awesome. Because when I first got here, I couldn't even roll. I couldn't even roll over to do anything. I couldn't even get out of bed. But I got to the point to where I could get out of bed by myself and could get on a walker and walk.
He went to the rehab facility, and there we were just completing the healing process of his wounds. Luckily, we go to Kindred Rehab, so we get to continue to follow our patients that way.
He had such a high regard for the therapist that he had there, and to be able to take that information and us to be able to use documentation and transition, I think the continuum of care for him really stood out in that way. And he felt that was a vital part of what we were doing, is that we could connect and understood each other and could make it work as a team.
When I went to rehab, I was already walking, but my goals, they set me some goals to get it so I could mainly go home. Let's see, I walked 300 feet, and I think you have to walk over 200 feet, and then you had to do the stairs. There was like 4 stairs, and I went up it 12 times and had to go down 12 times. I just completed my goals so I could go home to my family.
That's the ultimate goal, to get the patient home and get him better. So if he went home and he's moving 100 times better than he was 3 or 4 months ago, that's awesome.
You get back home and you're like, wow, I missed all this. Waking up next to my family every night, every day. Being a family again.